Greetings, Cancer, and welcome. My name is Ingrid, and so happy to be delivering your message from a Spirit Song Tarot. You could be connecting to the elephant or the dragonfly, but we're coming into this beautiful time of December 2025, wherever you are on the planet. I'm hoping this message is waiting and ready for you to gain an insight into what's going on for you in December. And thank you, Spirit Guides, for coming in and overseeing this message meant to find my beautiful Cancer. And let's see what it is as we begin. You come into the energy of the beautiful peacock. Take a moment to breathe in that energy of the awakening. Number 20, you're going through a time of renewal, of enlightenment. This is the tarot card of the energy of the judgment. You're waking up to this new path in life, and it's going to be beautiful with the peacock feather. You could be seeing a peacock, but you are coming into a major ending of some situation this year at the end of December. That's why you're tapping into this message. And you are having a renewal of your life. You might have felt like, what is my purpose? A lot of us ask that. Where am I going? What am I here to do? And then you're having an enlightenment, an opening. Maybe your crown chakra, you're having like sensations in the crown or in your head, or like you feel like you're wearing a hat or something. But what helps that is the Queen of Crystals. Comfort and prosperity with the hedgehog. That's darling. So you are awakening to a new spiritual path. You have been reviewing this year, perhaps many of the other decades of your life, however old you are. You're doing a life review, and you're seeing the peacock is looking toward the future. And you're connecting to that Queen of Pentacles. She's very nurturing. She's very into self-care and taking care of her body, of her home, of the people she loves. So if you're going through this renewal, you might need to wake up to some self-care, something you need to do to just receive this healing, this self-growth, this self-care. Because what is at the bottom is the Seven of Feathers. This is the energy of the Seven of Swords. And it's interesting how they use this energy of the animal of the cheetah. You're ready at any moment to take action, is what I'm hearing, Cancer. You're having an awakening, a renewal of your feeling of life, of beauty, of waking up. And it's going to come because you're taking care of your needs. And you're also growing your prosperity. And you could have been really needing to look at your mental system of how you're planning, how you're strategizing, being diplomatic. If you're working on something creative or in your career, you are maybe needing to take some time out to work on yourself, work on your own body, to heal, to renew, to come into a more enlightened perspective now. But you're in a planning, diplomatic, almost like a chess game, because you're very resourceful. And if there has been anything slippery or sneaky going on around you or within you, maybe lying or stealing that you sense, maybe stealing information from you, or just there is something that is not quite on the up and up, well, you're going to get some information. You're coming into a wake-up call about that. And what happened in the recent past, well, there's the elephant. We saw the strength. This is the number 8 is strength, courage, bravery, self-understanding, forgiving yourself, being prepared, being diplomatic, understanding that you have to have strategies in life. And it takes courage and endurance, but that's what you're bringing from the past, so you can come into the Seven of Crystals. But you have the Seven of Feathers and now the Seven of Crystals, which is the crystal is of the energy of the options, results. You're looking at the Seven of Pentacles. You're looking at what you've grown. You're looking at the results of your investments. You've had strength and courage and endurance to keep going with resourcefulness. And you've done this all year. This is what you're wrapping up in December with. Take time to enjoy with comfort and prosperity. And evaluate and appraise what you have grown. Maybe you want to move on, but this is the Six of Cups, sentiment and joy. So what's happening right now, you could be having a playful time with a friend or with your beloved one, your lover, your partner, your husband, your wife, but you're just your children. But there is something about your past, about childhood, and you're coming into a happy memory of that. That's beautiful in December. And what is it? Let's give some clarity. What is it we need to know that's coming in about this awakening? You're awakening to the star. Well, beautiful Cancer, you're awakening to Aquarius energy, because you are aware that you are healing. You're healing others. You're inspiring. You're using all your gifts and talents. And there's the swan, which is a partner for life. And it's very spiritual. They can scoot along the surface, but they're deep in the water, and they scoop their necks down to eat underwater. So there is something beautiful. Peace and healing is coming for you. And it's also coming because you are the star. You're coming into being recognized in some way, especially around whatever you planted and invested in. You're going to be the star and inspire. And also, your environment sees you as the emperor. Focus, stability. Perhaps you are connecting with an emperor, an Aries, someone in your environment, and they are very powerful, strategic. And you do have another card of strategy, the Seven of Swords. So right now, you're coming into a happy time, reviewing your past, maybe going home to your childhood home. It's the holidays, and you're going to feel such peace and healing and just shine around this one you love, or something playful. And then you got the Emperor Aries to focus and find stability in your environment. And what is it that we need to know is your hope and fear for December? The Queen of Acorns. Well, we've got the Queen of Crystals, which is the Queen of Earth. And now we have the Queen of Wands, passion, creativity. Well, that's your hope and your fear that, will I be that? Will I bring that to the end as I wrap up December of your 2025? You will be confident, charismatic. You'll just walk in a room and light the room up. A Cancer, listen to me. Passion and creativity and sentimental and joy. So there's a lot of love coming in, maybe around a romance with an emperor, with the divine masculine. You're bossing up, you're upgrading in a relationship, and you're bringing peace and harmony. So we've got Aquarius, we've got the Emperor Aries, awakening with that beautiful energy of the Judgment. And so it is. And the final card is the King of Shells. This is the King of Cups. This is very watery energy like you, Cancer. And so deep emotions, deep listening is the vice. Keep your emotions stable. Be very loving. Emotional intelligence. And that's what I have. Please like, share, and subscribe, and sending you so much love for December. Bye bye.